Episode of Bhangra Nation.
ਸਾਡਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ episode ਹੈ.
I'm your host Manpreet
And I'm your host Nana.
and every week we'll be bringing to you all things Bhangra. Team profiles, competitions.
Music videos, artist showcases, and much more.
In this episode we'll be introducing to you two of the upcoming personalities in Bhangra.
The all-girls Bhangra team, Bay Area Royal Bhangra, aka Barbie.
And the incredible violin player, Violinder Modi.
Let's start off this show by giving you an in-depth behind-the-scenes look of a Bhangra team.
Last spring we spent the whole week with Barbie as they prepared for the NorCal Bhangra competition.
And for the next 3 weeks, we will be showing you their journey from the practice room to the stage. Here's part 1 of
Barbie World.
ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਨੀ ਜੱਟ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਭਦਾ ਫਿਰੇ ਬਿੱਲੋ ਕਰਨਾ ਬਿਲੋਰੀ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਨੀ ਜੱਟ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਭਦਾ ਫਿਰੇ ਬਿੱਲੋ ਕਰਨਾ ਬਿਲੋਰੀ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਨੀ ਜੱਟ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਭਦਾ ਫਿਰੇ
I'm a dancer from Bay Area Royal Bhangra. The 4 of our friends that we met on a different Bhangra team, Bhangra Empire, decided we wanted to start a Bhangra team with a similar idea but a different twist to it.
My main focus is to run practices and to make sure that we make most use of our time.
Next line, Ravina. Everybody look, I want to see everybody's head look. This time was it clean? It looks better, right?
Ravina, she does a lot with choreos and she's like the technical one, so she helps with mixes and stuff like that.
Okay, come on, get up, let's practice.
Okay, so then there's Chanel. I call her the team contact because if anyone asks me a question, I say, ask Chanel. And the getting kind of follows around everywhere. She does, like, she helps me with running practices, she helps with her ideas for gimmicks and stuff. We all pretty much contribute to choreo, contribute to song ideas, gimmicks, everything. And anyone else who's on the team, like, they give us moves and stuff, and they help as much as they can.
Okay, so out of your team, which girl do you hate the most?
I hate the girl. Get in.
Okay, how come?
She's my sister.
Your sister? Okay, that
So
makes sense.
it's difficult.
Older or younger?
That's cool.
She's the girl I love the most and hate the most.
I love you too.
So we're getting ready for NorCal Bhangra. It's our second competition. Our first competition was Warrior, which was in Stockton. That went really well. We were really clean and we executed our set. We didn't place. We did talk to the judges. They gave us mixed feedback. A couple of our weaknesses were that we were only 8 girls. We needed to make harder choreo. We wanted to pick more crowd-pleasing elements. So this time around we added 4 girls, all new formations, new choreo, definitely trying to up our game. We're really stressed out, but we hope we pull it off successfully. We practice 5 days a week and we practice about 4 hours every day. We have to do things over and over and over for it to stick on our head.
I'll do that. Put your hands on the shoulders. Put your hand on the shoulders. Look at no, face out. Boyfriend.
So a lot of the outside people would recognize like how much time and effort goes into like cleaning an 8-minute routine.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 8. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and.
We're really clean and fun to watch and entertaining, and I'm super excited for the world to see.
If you see a girls team place higher than a guys team, some guys will be like, hey, how did they place higher? They're girls on our team, you know? But these girls are just as good as the guys.
Taco Bell आगे चलो पंगड़ा पाइए
Remote.
If you would like to advertise with Bhangra Nation, contact us at 408-505-4062 or log on to www.bhangranationtv.com.
Welcome to Tiger Style Training. My goal is to make you fall in love with physical fitness. I'm not a drill sergeant, I'm not a babysitter, I'm not a therapist. What I am is your reflection. And my goal is to make you face your reflection with pride and confidence. I specialize in sculpting the body, the mind, and the spirit. Visit tigerstyletraining.com or call us at 408-645-8567.
Have you ever wondered how Bhangra really works? Well, our good friend Preet Shahal is going to be teaching you a Bhangra lesson every week. Now take it away, Preet.
Thank you, Manpreet and Nana. I'm Preet Shahal, and I dance with Vista Devades and Bhangra Nights. Today, I'll be teaching her back there, Sandra. Yeah, you know, get out of here.
Why are you whispering?
Oh, nothing. I was just telling them you're teaching it tonight. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so we'll be teaching her tonight. Now we'll see how she goes. All right, so everybody meet Sandra.
Hi.
But yeah, okay, that's enough, I think. So today we're learning a move called Fasla. You trying to say it?
Fasla.
Oh, perfect. Look at that. She's picking up good. It's basically the crops called Fasla in India, how it moves with the wind, and the move is done in that process. Don't worry about the hands first, yeah? Okay. So go down without the legs. Go this way, and then this way now, and out the other way, and you go back down to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there you go. Keep going.
1, 2,
So what are you doing this weekend?
3. Hang out with some friends. And you?
Nothing. Be bored at home, you know, watching Bhangra videos. All I do. Who are you gonna hang out with friends with? Come kick it with me.
No, I already got plans with my friends. Maybe next weekend.
Okay, let's try the legs now.
Okay.
So the legs is basically the same thing, and you just kick back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Come on, you gotta get this down. You gotta dance like this at our marriage. All right?
At our marriage, like me and you?
I didn't say that.
Then what did you say?
Nothing.
1,
2, 3, 4. You got it?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right, good job. That's what I'm talking about. Meet up next week. Teach you next week.
Yeah, that's enough dancing for one day.
Yeah, so we'll do that next week, right?
All right, thank you.
No problem. All right, so I'm done teaching her. It's kind of hard to get at, but we'll try. You know, we got a few weeks coming up, so we'll try every week, something new. Now we'll go back to Manpreet and Nana with the rest of the show.
So now let's introduce you to an artist who has made a big name for himself, not only in the Bhangra community, but in the music industry as well. What are you doing?
Playing the violin.
That's a tumbi.
Same thing.
So anyways, he's a very talented violin player for the Bhangra night, Raginder Momi, aka Violinder.
What's my name? What's my name? What's my name?
My name's Raginder, aka Violinder. You might have heard me as a violin player from Bhangra Nights. Yeah, that's me. I'm 18. I've been playing for 7 years. I'm originally born in Thailand. I moved here in 2001.
Wait, Thailand? Why
Yeah.
were you born in Thailand?
My parents actually had a music, they had jobs there with music. They taught kids how to like sing, play sitar, all that other stuff. In elementary school, like in 5th grade, they tell you, oh, you could pick an instrument, like whatever you want to play. I originally wanted to play the trumpet. It's like a more manly instrument, and then a violin was a girly instrument. But my parents told me to pick the violin. I was practicing in my room, and a bunch of people just started messaging me. They're like, oh, AK Amazing just saw your video, and he just gave you a shout out. I'm like, oh, cool, you know? In December, he came down here and for DDA, and he was hosting that. He brought me out to do a solo.
We're gonna get him to do a solo just by himself. You got it? Check it out. All right, go.
I just winged it, and then people seemed to like it.
All right, let's go. One more clap. One more clap. Well, let's start. Clap. Ready, go.
I moved here exactly a month before September 11th. In the beginning, it was definitely tough because I was already facing like bullying in school because I had an accent. It wasn't really an Indian accent, but it wasn't an American accent either. So people always like clowned on me on my accent and everything. I was fine with that, you know, it's not that big of a deal. But then when September 11th came by, like, it was tough for a while, but I got through it. And since like the Bay Area has such a large Indian community, it was easier than other communities, like, to get through and all that stuff. Mainly my focus is Indian classical, but I also do covers just aside. I released the song Morning. kind of the reason I kind of started doing covers. The younger generation really likes that. Oh, this is sick. We should do more and all that. That doesn't take away from Indian classical because that's like my main focus, and I'm like, because of Indian classical, I've gotten where I've gotten so far. In the Indian classical world, the Indian classical violin hasn't really been brought out. And I want it to become one of the main instruments of Indian classical music. When you think of Indian classical music, you would think of Ravi Shankar. That's the first person to pop up in your mind. So where I would want to be is like, if you think of Indian classical music, I want like my name to pop up.
ਹੋਈਆਂ ਮੰਨੀਆਂ ਬੋਲੀ ਪਾਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਨਾਲੇ ਮੁਸਕਾਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਪਾਈਆਂ ਪੈਰਾਂ 'ਚ ਪੰਜੇ ਬਾਛੜ ਕਾਂਦੀਆਂ ਲਾਈਆਂ ਸ਼ਰਤਾਂ ਬਨੇਰੇ ਬੱਟੇ ਹਾੜੀਆਂ ਕਿ ਇੱਕੋ ਮਾਨੇ ਕਿ ਇੱਕੋ ਮਾਨੇ ਜਾਈਆਂ ਹੋਣੀਆਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਹਾੜੀਆਂ ਝੂਠ ਨਾ ਜਾਣੇ ਉਹ ਨੱਚਦੀਆਂ ਦੋਵੇਂ ਸੋਹਣੀਆਂ ਉਹ ਨੱਚਦੀਆਂ ਦੋਵੇਂ
If you would like to advertise with Bhangra Nation, contact us at 408-505-4062 or log on to www.bhangranationtv.com.
Take your business to the next level. Playground Ads has created nationally televised ads for companies such as Kinjani Skincare, Crazy on Digital, and more. We're offering special rates for the new year for everything from internet marketing to national ads for ZTV or PTC. Visit playgroundads.com for more information. Playground Ads, the #1 source for your television advertising needs.
Welcome back! Welcome back! Good night.
Welcome the audience.
Welcome back. So, we want to know who the best Bhangra team is in the whole entire world.
And we're holding a vote.
So log on to www.bhangranationtv.com and cast your vote.
On the first day with Barbie, we got to learn more about their Bhangra team, and on the second,
we got to learn more about the Bhangra community. So check it out as Barbie Ravina breaks it down for you.
I'm Ravina Dhaliwal. I'm 22 years old. We stopped dancing, we were always kicking it with each other. We decided that we wanted to do something with all girls and, try to make our own mark in the Bhangra world. So it was 4 girls already. So we picked up 3. One is Kiran, one is Hasmeen, and the third one was Pooja. And we called back another girl that we knew of Neep, and so it was just 8 girls. We started out 8.
Right now we're practicing our dong or kunta segment.
Are there any other uses for dongs, like hitting the people in your team when they do something wrong?
Not yet, but we could get to that point.
Bhangra was actually for all men at first. Women did get that. Girls weren't allowed to really do Bhangra back then, and we've picked it up and we've been pushing for it ever since.
My name is Simi Senga. I've been playing duel since I was 13. Girl dualies you don't see a lot. Girls gym tap players you also don't see a lot. With this team, their moves are just so intricate and so complicated. Usually as a male performing those moves, and being female, it's a lot harder. If you see a girls team place higher than a guys team, some guys will be like, hey, how did they place higher? They're a girls Bhangra team, But these girls are just as good as the guys, and they don't understand that.
You know, some judges, they don't really like seeing girls dance all together. One judge once told me he wants us to paint a picture of Punjab, and he didn't think we were doing a very good job. And I told him, you know, I was born and raised in America. This is my culture as well. I have two cultures. One's American, one's Punjabi, and this is how we're gonna paint a picture of a Punjabi American girl. Whenever we go into the competition, we never perform to please the judge. We're trying to please the audience. Whatever we're doing, it's because we wanted to do it that way. So if the judges don't like what we do, I mean, it's fine with me, but if the audience is screaming, obviously we're doing something right.
How's it going so far?
It's going good. Very productive. What?
I wanted to hear what you just said.
No!
Right there. How's your practice going so far?
Very boring right now. Boring because our formations aren't done and the girls are working on them, so we're just waiting for them. But as you can see, we're practicing in the meantime. So productive but boring.
What are formations?
Formations are when you go from this point to being on that side, being next to your partner, being on the opposite sides, in the front, in the back.
Have anything else to say?
You're really annoying. Okay, bye.
You got people from the north, you got people from the south, you got them coming from the east coast, west coast, you got them overseas as well. If you bring them all into one location, what do you think is going to happen? There's going to be some rivalry, right? Obviously, you want to represent your side, right? That's why there can be a lot of tension, but there won't be.
You have to be like really like focus on what you're doing. If not, like say like some people are just messing around on the team, that leads one person to like get furious, like, oh my god, why aren't you paying attention? And then like that person's gonna yell at the other one, and then from there it's like, oh my god, she yelled at me, like I don't like her right now. Sometimes like half of the team will leave like right before competition, and then it's like, oh my god, we need people, or like, you know, they drop out. So that's happened. You know how I told you like some team members leave?
Yeah.
Then they'll make a team if they get enough people,
Yeah.
and then basically they're gonna go compete against their old team. Once we stop recording, I'll let you know what's up.
Huh?
That's happened before.
Alright, stop now. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
For real.
Let me see it. Turn the camera around.
Click, right?
Turn the camera around.
I mean, okay, Bhangra teams have a lot of drama, but knock on wood, we don't have any drama. I just want to go have fun in the Bhangra scene, make a difference.
Oh, that's gonna. Let me go on top. Let's see if that's more natural.
That's not messy.
Yeah? Is that okay for you?
What makes us different, I think, is that we're all like a big family. I mean, yeah, there's those times we fight with each other, we get mad at each other, but we always come back at the end of the day loving each other, and I think that's what makes us different.
This is very...
Can you do it? What are you doing this for?
What?
Is this for an intro video? You're gonna show he's nice, unlike you. Oh no, for why? I'm taking like that. No, hello! Gig. A team. No. What? No!
The audio thing?
I want a bed. I want a bed. I just don't.
What?
Thank you so much for joining us on our first episode of Bhangra Nation.
Hope to see you next week.
Don't forget to tune in.
If you have any home videos having anything to do with Bhangra, feel free to send those in. If we find it entertaining, you might just see yourself on TV. www.bhangranationtv.com.
As they prepared for the NorCal Bhangra competition. What? It's your turn. Let's make it this way. I don't like this way. This is how they. Then you can't like me? Koti pa ke aa?